Chilling in the garage. Had the car running in here for a while, so it warmed up a little bit with the door closed. Got some carbon monoxide in me, you know, all that good stuff. Don't breathe carbon monoxide. It's dangerous. It's deadly. Duh. Don't make the mistakes that I've made. I'm a bad man. You don't want to be me. This broadcast brought to you by Lucky Strikes. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Not really. That's not really a paid advertisement. I wish it was. And I'd probably never quit smoking these fucking things, but look at this crap. We got a car in the garage and the lawnmower. So I did get the garage cleaned out enough to get stuff put away. Look at that. Raucous applause. Yay, hooray. Dude, I want to buy a bunch of spray paint now. Like different colors, neons and glow in the dark and all kinds of stuff. I love spray paint. It's just so expensive, dude. It's like $8 to $12 a can or more. If you want the really crazy sparkly stuff and everything, dude, it can go up to like $15 a can. Probably more. It's crazy. But spray paint's killer. Oh, dude, I should tape off like all the accents and car windows and shit and fucking just graffiti my car. No, then I'll get pulled over constantly. Never mind. I don't want that. I'll just blend in. Blend in. Good advice. You'll stay out of trouble. Just blend in. I mean, as soon as I get pulled over, they look at me and just, all right, what are you up to? That's okay, though. I've earned that reputation. Whether it's true or not, you never know. But I look the part. That's good enough. Good enough to get you in trouble. Good enough for them to try. Burr, is it cold? Let's turn this heater on, actually. Beep. Dude, you gotta hold this button forever. Jeez. Oh, man. I may go back to video game streams at some point. I gotta get my room cleaned up, though. Like, seriously, I got guitar pedals strewn everywhere. Cables and things and toolboxes and stuff in my bedroom. It is quite the cluster F. Hey, what up, K2J Extreme? How you doing, man? How goes it? I'm just sitting in the garage chilling for a few. Figured I'd do a little quick stream. I don't stream much anymore, but I was kind of in the mood for it. How you been? I was just thinking about how I want to go to a rave one day. Sounds fun. Throw some garbage out. My son was about to throw this throw this little roach out here. I was like, why are you going to throw that out, man? I was like, I'll smoke it. HBR at the Crossroads. Good morning. How are you doing? I'm just chilling. Doing good. Just finished pre-recording SmackDown HCTP. I tagged you in it. Not sure if you're a wrestling fan or not, but you probably like it. Wrestling's cool. I don't know much about wrestling, but it's not bad. I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing people beat the crap out of each other. HBR doing good, man. Awesome. Good to hear. That everybody's doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm just chilling after work for a little bit before I go to bed. I hang out in the garage because I can't smoke in the house, so. Oh goodness. It is like, what time is it here? Let's find out. 4:56, almost 5 a.m. Cold as fuck this morning. Absolutely. Yeah, let me see if I got a weather thing that says what the weather is. No. Oh, 23 degrees in Chardon. Okay. Oops. No, that's where I'm at. Whatever. 2 a.m. Okay. About 3 hours back here on the West Coast then, probably. Yeah, I'm in Ohio, so. We're on Eastern Standard Time, I believe. Oh. 30 degrees here in Washington. All right. Yeah, it's about 7 degrees colder here. We got like about 6-7 inches of snow out there, though. Roads are good, though. They've had like a day or two to fix them up, so I didn't have a problem getting to work or anything today. Yesterday was a little bit of a little iffy. Hang on, I'm going to run in the house and grab another drink. One more drink for the night. I'm going to go to bed. Hi, kitty. Oh, yeah, we got hella snow. It's supposed to get hit again tonight. It's supposed to be bad, too, but so far I don't see anything. So maybe we escaped it somehow. Lucky no snow here. Excellent. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the snow. I've lived in Northeast Ohio, which gets very snowy, and I live in the snow belt actually. The winds come off of Lake Erie and head south, and then they hit like the mountainous kind of higher area I live in, and it dumps snow on us. So I've lived in the snow belt since I was 11. I'm 40 now, so that's, what, 29 years? And it snowed pretty good back where we lived before that, too. It's not as bad, except they're worse off right now than we are. For it just snow here, I can deal with cold better if I could have fun in it. Yeah, I don't participate. I tried snowboarding a couple times because I used to skateboard when I was younger. I wasn't very good at it, but I skateboarded since I was like 8 years old. I still have a skateboard, and I still skate down to the driveway to go get the mail and stuff. I gotta be careful, dude. My body's like fucking old and broken now. If I hit a rock and fall, and it's like I'm either gonna hurt myself pretty good or I'm gonna scuff up some expensive tattoos. I would prefer not to do that, so I'm more careful now. Oh, I hate driving in the snow. I gotta do it all the time, too. You got to be really careful, and I'm easily distracted, so I hate driving personally. Even though I used to be like a pizza delivery guy when I was younger. They finally fired me because I was a fucking raging alcoholic and drug addict at like 21 years old. I worked there from the time I was 15 till I was 21, and they just took me off the schedule. Just waking up, I discovered new pains I don't know I had, an injury I didn't know I had. Getting old sucks. Yeah. Yep. Getting old sucks. But keep trudging on. That's all you can do. Yeah, I feel that, man. I think the worst part is the brain still thinks that you're like a teenager, but your body's gone, motherfucker, no, this isn't going to end well for you. LOL. Yeah, that's about it. Where it's like, I can totally do this. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh, this hurts. Dude, I've done like... I finally overcame my fear of doing a front flip off a high dive, like, just a couple years ago. It's like, dude, you're getting old for this shit. I did it, and it was fun. I'm like, well, shit, I'll try that again sometime. I won't do a belly flop off the high dive ever again. Oh, no, red and purple belly. No, thank you. That was dumb. That was dumb as hell. I was a kid when I did that, though. Maybe a teenager. Probably like early, like, 8, 9, 10, 13. I don't know how old I was, but dude, I just remember my belly was all purple and shit for a while. It hurt. Felt like landing on fucking concrete. This sounds like a great idea. No, that was a really bad idea. I remember hitting the water and just like knocking the wind out of me, and I'm just like, oh god, oh. You're underwater and you're just like got the wind knocked out of you. You got to just swim up as fast as you can, gasping for air. Yeah, good old days. Dude, I love this skateboard that I've had since like 2006. It was just like green wood, but I spray painted it with like neon green and black spray paint and stuck this big Prodigy sticker on it and stuff. Filippo So, what's up, man? How's it going? Yeah, water is so nice and inviting until you hit it from a distance on your stomach, and then it turns to concrete real quick. Yes, it does. Yeah, let's flip the screen around here. Yeah, I even paint the trucks green and stuff. Some nice splatters and like a smoky effect going on here. Let's see if we can get that showing. Oh yeah, it looks like green smoke, dude. That's awesome. Got some drips, some splatter, a little speckling, speckles. I love this skateboard, man. I got this in Kauai in 2006-ish. I'm going to turn this into a pedal board, though, by just setting pedals on top of it, guitar pedals to step on and stuff. It's going to be sick. Some Boss, some Fuzz Amp. I keep my Crybaby Wah on the floor. I got the Dimebag Daryl Crybaby from Hell. That thing's so versatile. Such a great wah pedal, dude. I'm sorry if you guys aren't into guitars and stuff, but I am. I get a little too excited about them. Wish I still had my old board. Yeah. You can find a used one at a thrift store or something, man. They're fun to ride around on. I should get a longboard, then people won't expect me to do kick flips. I've never been able to do a kick flip. I could do like a 180 pop shove it combo and stuff like that. I'm like ollie on things and do a little dabbling and grinding. Yeah, I've seen it done before, and I'm like, oh, dude, I got a board that's sick for that, dude. Because I keep my pedal board. It's a 2-tier board that me and my dad built when I was like maybe in my mid-20s. It's real nice. It's got like pine risers and like nice figured, like real figured, you know, you got all the wood grain and stuff, some birch plywood on top. Real nice looking. And then I stained it like this deep red color and then sealed it with like a clear sealer and everything. It's got some Velcro patches stuck on it that I got to peel off, but it looks pretty cool. But I keep that up on an ottoman, so I just press the pedals with my hand instead of feet. But I keep my wah pedals and larger pedals on the floor because they're just too big. So I'll keep this one as like a second board. I got like 80 some guitar pedals now. So I got plenty to choose from. I should set up a couple different rigs for different styles and stuff like that. I'm lazy. Now I want one of the electric longboards. Hey, nothing wrong with that. As long as you're having a good time. Oh, dude, I should turn a longboard into a pedal board. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. With those big monster truck tires and shit. The rubber ones that are like I don't know, they got like off-road fucking longboard tires. Yeah, I still got to finish building my first pedal. I need to solder everything together. I have everything in what's called a breadboard, which is just a little board with a bunch of interconnected holes that are like electrically connected to each other in certain patterns. And I have a pedal all laid out. It's based upon a fuzz pedal called a fuzz face. It's a pretty simple circuit. It just has like this one has two silicon transistors and some other random parts, a couple of resistors, diodes, electrolytic, and some other form of capacitor. There's electrolytic capacitors. They have like little canisters with 2 legs sticking out the bottom. And then there's like, ceramic capacitors. Yeah, they look like little orange drops or little pills almost pressed with 2 little legs on either side. But there's so many little parts though, and little wires connecting each little pin and stuff like that. And I got to make sure that I transfer it over to another. It's called a Vero board, which is also laid out very similarly to the breadboard, but you have to solder the pieces into it permanently, or semi-permanently. You can always desolder them and remove them, but short of like breaking them off or desoldering them, they will be permanent, you know. I still got to go and do all that. I've been talking to I actually got a lot of help from a guy named Justice Gash. He owns a company called Fuzz Imp Effects, and he makes some really cool pedals. And I just got two of his pedals actually recently, and they're really cool. One is called a Bong Fire. It's a fuzz pedal, and it is crazy glitchy if you want it to be. It can be nice and smooth and tame, or it can go into like just crazy, crazy crap. Awesome pedals. Highly recommend them. Pretty cool stuff. Anybody that plays guitar, check out Fuzz Imp Effects. Like Fuzzimp. Like an imp, like a little gremlin type thing. You know? But he's a real cool dude, and he's helped me out a lot. He helped me not fry my LED lights. I'm like, dude, what kind of resistor do I need to run an LED light off of a 9 volt power supply? He's like, I would recommend 2.4, like whatever, I can't remember what the measurement is. Like 1K or 2.4K fucking resistors or something. So I experimented with a couple different ones. I bought a kit with like different values. And he's like, you can go anywhere from like 1 to 10. You know, the higher the resistance, the less bright the light bulb is. But I found 2.4 is pretty good. 2.4K. I don't want to like burn the thing out prematurely, so I don't want to run 1K, which is pretty bright. But maybe I will experiment with 1K actually and see if I can get a nice bright LED. I just don't want them to burn out too fast. I'm sorry if this is boring talk to anybody. I'm just shooting from the hip here. My streams are basically just a free flow of whatever my thoughts are combined with whatever I get out of the chat. And then we go from there. But sometimes I screw up and accidentally forget to update the chat or whatever, or forget to hit the right button, and then I don't see my chat. And then all hell breaks loose, and then I feel bad because I'm like, oh, nobody's here talking. And then it's like, oh, no, dude, I've been trying to talk to you for 20 minutes. What the fuck are you doing? I don't know. Whatever. But cheers, everybody. My son said that his friend went to a football game with a Cleveland Browns game recently with him and his grandfather on his mom's side. And he used to make this shit called apple pie. It was you take like take like a gallon, I think, apple cider, half gallon of apple juice, boil it, bring it to a boil with like a couple of cinnamon sticks to flavor it. And then you fucking, once it starts to cool a tiny bit, you dump in a whole bottle of Everclear, 95% grain alcohol. So he's like, yeah, my buddy tried it, and he was like blacked out by the third quarter, and I had to go walk him out to the parking lot, and he went and threw up in the trash can a whole bunch of times and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, I once got the local news anchor drunk before her halftime special, and the weather guy had to take over because she was slurring and stuff so bad because she was fucking hammered. Because I made a winter, or like a summer version of that, which was Jungle Juice, where I was taking like fruit cocktail and fresh fruit and throwing it in a blender and then dumping a bottle of Everclear into it. So she was shit faced by fucking halftime. Well, it wasn't summer, it was football season still, but it was warmer out, you know? Oh, dude, she was so fucking annihilated, dude. It was hilarious. Someone's like, "Did you see that so and so was on the news and she looked totally drunk?" I'm like, "Oh, she was, dude. I served her." I'm like, "I made her two tall drinks." And this shit was so delicious, it just went down. You didn't even notice it, but you were getting fucking rocked. It's a little long time ago. I was still married, or I was either I was married to my ex-wife or we were dating. I don't remember, but we obviously had at least one kid together at that point. Yeah, that had to be at least when my son was around. Oh, it had to have been because I didn't turn 21 till he was like 2, so. Oh well. I regret nothing. Well, I do regret some things, but that's not one of them. I'm glad I had kids early, actually. I had my son when I was 19 and my daughter when I was 26, so. I actually kind of wish I had like a third or fourth kid or something, maybe, but. Dude, I'm 40 now. I can't. I ain't attending no fucking high school graduation when I'm 58, so I'm done. Hopefully one day I'll meet a nice woman that, somebody that's already got like kids like around my kids' age and stuff or something like that, or somebody that wants to settle down but doesn't want more kids. That's all. I'm gonna try to find a nice Christian woman, but I also need to stop drinking and smoking weed and shit, and because they're not gonna like that, I would imagine. And if I find somebody that I can party with, it's gonna end up like my second wife, and somebody's gonna end up dead from an overdose. So obviously that wasn't me. You can fill in your own conclusions on that. So I mean, I'm not gonna overdose on weed, obviously, but I don't need somebody that's gonna condone my other destructive behaviors, I clean that skateboard off a little bit. Maybe I'll just get a brush or something and brush off all the cobwebs and stuff on it. Pine needles and leaves stuck to it. I need to focus on making some music. I gotta stop making excuses and just sit down and record something. No matter how shitty it is. Somebody said, dude, you should just record something. No matter how fucking shitty it is, it's just another piece of experience, And it'll just help you ultimately to be able to record more efficiently, know what you're doing, know what you want. I mainly play guitar and bass, but I also dabble in synthesizers. I used to make electronic music myself in a program called Acid. I also recorded my 3-piece punk band's album in Acid Pro 4.0. We had the drum tracks we tracked at a local studio, though. was very affordable. I believe we paid 60 to maybe $100 and some for 3 tracks of multi-track drums. You know, I couldn't afford like 8, 10 microphones and a mixing console and all that crap, so we just went to local studio run by this set of twins, fucking Mike and Nick. I could never tell which one was which. They were distinct, but I still couldn't remember because I was usually probably fried. And they had a human brain in a bucket in their studio. I shit you not. And they're like, yeah, our like grandfather was a mortician or some shit, or you know, something of that nature. And it's like, that's fucking disgusting. And they were underneath a daycare. It was hilarious. Their studio was located underneath the daycare. But they only recorded at night when the daycare was closed. You know, there's not fucking metal and punk bands and stuff screaming and just blaring drums downstairs. That was some good times, man. Really good times. The brain part was disturbing, but still. Hell, it's a story. I guess you gotta do some weird shit to tell some weird stories, man. Gotta go through some weird shit. That was some weird shit. You want to see a human brain? I don't know, not really, but I guess. It smelled like formaldehyde. Hands are good. My arthritis in my hands starts acting up in the wintertime, man. Hands are sore. So are my feet and my back, my neck and my skull. Everything hurts. Ugh. I have this miniature, like a micro cassette recorder. It takes very, very tiny cassette tapes. They're like, I don't know. They're smaller than a credit card. Actually, they're about the size of a box of Tic Tacs. No, a little tinier, a little skinnier, and a little shorter. They're real small. They're just little cassette tapes. And I had this micro cassette recorder. It was just a little square box. A little skinnier than a Game Boy and a little longer maybe, with a built-in microphone and speaker and stuff. And I used to record shit, and you can record at 2 different speeds. So you could speed it up, record at high speed, and then play at regular speed, and then it would be slowed down. Or you could record at regular speed and then play it at high speed, and it would sound like chipmunks. Oh man, that drove my dad nuts. My grandma gave it to me. I still own it, but it doesn't work anymore because I think the batteries corroded into the contacts and stuff. Well, they did, and I tried to clean it up the best I could with a little bit of baking soda and like a toothbrush and stuff, or something of that nature, or like a Q-tip or something. You know, a little baking soda with a little bit of water to activate it to bring that acid to a neutralization, you know. But I still couldn't get it working. Maybe it needs new capacitors or something, I'm thinking. Maybe. That could be it. So maybe there's hope to fix it. Maybe I'll take it apart one day and look at it when I start getting a little better with electronics. because I'd really like to get it fixed, because it means a lot to me. My grandmother gave that to me. And I could make some really cool experimental electronic music with that, like for sampling and stuff, but a low, you know, like low fidelity sampling, and it'll have automatic tape compression and all that cool shit on it. It's gonna have its own sound. It's gonna sound vintage, like a vintage piece of analog tape hardware in this digital world. So I kind of want to get it back working again. It's like a nice relic of the past, and my past too. I miss both my grandmas, man. And my dad and my wife and my aunts and even my grandpa, who passed away last year and didn't want us to come see him before he died, but I think it might have hurt his pride for us to see him in that condition, maybe. I don't think it was done out of not love or anything. I think it might have hurt him for us to see him like that or something. So maybe that's why he didn't want us to come visit him one last time. We did get to hang out with him in like 2020 or 2021 or 2022 or something. So we saw him like a year or two before he passed away, but thought I'd at least get to say goodbye one last time, but at least we stopped and visited him before. I gotta call my great uncle, my grandpa's brother. I haven't talked to him in a while. And his wife passed away too after his brother died, so that really sucks for him. My good old Uncle Tom. I don't think I've ever seen my Uncle Tom be mean. Ever. He's just a genuinely good dude. Definitely somebody to look up to. I mean, he had some crazy stories too, but yeah, he liked to drink a little too. But he's a good guy. He really is. Yep. I think it's time to turn the old heater off. Maybe go inside. Well, everybody that stopped by and chatted and everything, or anybody that's just listening in, thank you very much. Much love. Peace out, guys. God bless.